What's good, nigga? Back with another video. Hey man, gotta show off the, you know what I'm saying? That big time force. It's the Vtorn Mark II. Vtorn Mark II. Hopefully that looks good when I'm editing this video. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do it again a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see it. Y'all see Big West. West Collins, Big West in this bitch. You know. Sorry. I just like my hoodie. I really love this hoodie. My cousin made it for me. This is my second one though. I have another one like this. But anyway, I'll react to this video by my nigga Zaydante. Video called Tyler the Creator Has a Chokehold on Me. And I low-key kind of relate. Not even gonna lie. Cause like, for me at least, I knew about Tyler. Like I knew about Tyler for like a long time. And like I knew when like he had the whole like Flower Boy thing going on. Like that's why I was like really first hearing about him. Like I think it was around like 2016 or 2017 when the album came out, and people were like talking about Tyler and stuff. And like, oh my god, the album was so good. And I remember I kept seeing. I remember I kept seeing the album, like the album art, the album cover, like everywhere. Like it would be literally everywhere I go, I would see it. But yeah, I don't really know. And after that, Igor hit, and I was just like, bam. That's when I got hooked. That's when I was just like, people were saying Igor was like an R&B album, and that's like around the time I was really trying to get into that R&B bag. Like I was trying to get into that R&B music and just like listen to it more. So I was listening to that, and that shit changed my whole perspective on bro. I was like, this nigga really like a R&B genius, low key. Like he kind of got it. But yeah, I really relate to Tyler. Just his way of just telling storylines throughout his albums. I just love that. I love his concept albums. Like people hate. I don't know why people don't like Call Me If You Get Lost. I love Call Me If You Get Lost. Call Me If You Get Lost is a great album to me. Like I love the rap persona, him traveling across the world, globe trotting. Like I love that shit. That shit fire to me. Shit I want to do in the future. So it's kind of aspirational. But yeah, I really liked Call Me Get Lost and Igor. And I went back and listened to Wolf. But before Chromacopia comes out, I plan on listening to the Cherry Bomb. Because I haven't listened to Cherry Bomb all the way through, but I have gotten like a few songs like Fucking Young, what was it? Not Def Camp. Def Camp's the first song. But I know of it. But yeah, so Fucking Young, trying to think what else. Oh yeah, Okaga, California, and Smuckers, and I think those are like the three I know off the top of my head. But yeah. Anyway, yeah, I want to see what Zay has to say, because I've seen this dude all over TikTok. He's so fucking hilarious. But yeah, I want to see what he says. I actually seen some of his videos on YouTube, and they're actually pretty cool. So I was like, no, I'll just react to it and just see if I fucking with it. Might react to more if y'all you know, put it in the comments. So like, comment, subscribe before we get into this video, and you know, get into the video.
When I was 15 years old, I watched a guy eat a roach on a music video, and it changed my entire life. 11 years later, that guy is releasing a new album called Chromacopia. And I couldn't be more excited to take a look back at the illustrious career of Tyler.
Who are you?
Tyler the Creator.
Big T.
Also known as Thick Dick Daddy 27.
That's crazy.
Hi, my name is Zaydante, and today I am not coming to you as anything other than a fan. I know it seems like I'm always doing that, considering that the only thing that I make content about is music, but this one is really, really important to me. I've been listening to Tyler the Creator for 11 years now. He is a large part of my life, has been a large part of my life since I was 15 years old. Before this new album comes out, I really wanted to have a chance to be able to deep dive into what makes him such a special artist, not only to me, but to so many people now, and that is so beautiful. I'm going to attempt to not cry at all.
I'm about to say,
but I'm probably gonna cry. So everyone,
I was like, I clocked it, bro. I swear to God, I clocked. I was like, don't cry, nigga. Damn, about to fucking tear up on the video. Shit, only barely a minute into the bitch.
cool with that. I'm 26 now, so I've aged out of the time where I feel like I need to imitate him. And trust me, there was a lot of imitating that was happening in the early years of liking Tyler.
I hate when people have the license plate cover that says, do you
look at
follow
that
Jesus
fit.
this close? Bitch, is Jesus going 30 and a 45? And if he fucking was, I'd be all up in his ass too, and not in the sexy way.
But ultimately now, I just have the utmost respect for him. The way that he's passionate about his art, whether that is music or fashion or cars or whatever. And I thought if you haven't had a chance to hop on the Tyler, the Creator hype train, first of all, you're getting super left behind. But also maybe it would help to just know where this guy came from. Tyler, the Creator's been making music since 2007. He originally came on the scene when he co-founded Odd Future, a hip-hop collective based out of Los Angeles. First of all, it felt like everybody was in that motherfucker. They had a crazy fucking long name, and they had like 50 different people in there. Every single time anyone hit the stage, 50 niggas would like show up right behind them. And their full name was OFWGKTA, which was Odd Future Wolfgang Kill Them All. Then there was a longer version that was Odd Future Wolfgang Kill Them All, Don't Give a Fuck, Litter Life, Bacon Boys, Loiter Squad, it was like some bullshit. I used to know it all from beginning to end along with the acronym, but I've smoked so much weed since then, there's simply no way. And what's funny is Tyler, the Creator now is known so much as a guy who is so passionate about music and this is everything to him or whatever, but Odd Future was really known as the guys who didn't give a fuck. And that made sense because majority of them were teenagers and all of them were really fucking good at making music. And if not music, they had other interests. Travis Bennett is a regular on the show Dave. Emmy Award nominee Lionel Boyce from The Bear was also a member of OF. But I really wasn't around in these early days. I'm from South Carolina and I grew up in a very religious household. So when I was a kid, I was not really allowed.
He from SC? I'm from SC. Yes, sir. I didn't realize that. I did not know that about bro. That's a fun fact. We could probably have a good ass smoke sesh. Me and Zay could probably have a good ass smoke sesh, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. Not even gonna lie.
Bear was also a member of OF. But I really wasn't around in these early days. I'm from South Carolina and I grew up in a very religious household. So when I was a kid, I was not really allowed to watch a lot of things that would be considered inappropriate. And Tyler, the Creator was the epitome of that. He was cursing, he was making sex jokes, he was loud and proud about his dislike of religion. I mean, everything about him was the antithesis of me at the time. But through those years, OF released the Odd Future mixtape and Tyler released his debut mixtape, Bastard. I don't have as much to say about Bastard because like I said, I wasn't there, but here's a video where I reference this content.
I'll rip your arm off and feed it to you. No one ever loved me. I'll burn down a whole apartment complex. Matter of fact, give me a roach right now. I'll eat its head off on camera. I don't give a fuck about this shit. I swear to God.
2 years later, he released his debut studio album, Goblin. What do I have to say about Yonkers and Goblin? Truthfully, not a lot because they scared me. I was frightened. I really did not want to listen to them, but enough of my friends did that I was occasionally listening to like some snippets of songs and I could hear obviously the musical talent was there. I really encourage anyone who cares to go back and listen to his earlier stuff just to see how his production has gone from what it was to what it is now. Because even then, even when he was 17 to 19 years old, you could really tell that this kid knew what he was doing. But in truth, he was scaring the hoes. That shit was terrifying, bro. Like, the lyrics that he had were crazy. And at the time, it was just a bit too much for me, so I really wasn't listening. That changed in 2013 when he released his album, Wolf. I was on a weird, like, only listening to lyrical rap, whatever that meant at the time. But my friends convinced me to listen to Wolf off of the basis of this guy who did not care about anything and did not care about what people thought of him was making some of the best music out to date. So I took myself on YouTube. I looked up the Yonkers music video. This nigga was taking bites out of a roach's head with the Antichrist symbol drawn on his forehead and then hanging himself at the end of the video. I'm scared. But underneath all of the fear, I was intrigued. I was inspired. This kid was 19. Not much older than I was. He was in Los Angeles, which at the time felt like a magical place where the movies are made and the stars live. He runs this music collective that is incredibly successful. He's throwing this festival that's also a fair, and I love fairs. And the bottom line, his music is really good. I was sneaking around the house with an incredibly religious mother being like, I'm a fucking walking paradox, you know? So I listened to Wolf. Wolf was a good meeting in the middle for me. It included all of the things that I really loved about Tyler, but also he was was starting to realize, I think, that people weren't taking him seriously because a lot of the shit that he was saying was so crazy, and he wanted to be taken seriously as an artist. This album was incredibly personal. It touched on themes of losing his grandmother, not having his father in his life, which was really pertinent to me at the time, and just in general, anger. And underneath all of that was the themes of wanting to just be in love with somebody, which I related to. The song I Fucking Hate You is told through a character's perspective of loving somebody so much and thinking that you're so fucked up that you can't love anyone right, and they're so perfect but they're so wrong for you. It's just all of these like very, very youthful themes of just trying to figure all of that out. And I loved it. I thought it was amazing. I took so much from the Wolf album, including why I don't really have a lot of parasocial relationships with a lot of people, because he has this song called Colossus where he talks about how he hated that shit. And I was like, oh, I guess the celebrities don't like when people do that, then I just won't. But just in general, it felt like he had tapped into something special for me. But even at that time, he still wasn't my favorite in the group. I was a really huge Earl Sweatshirt fan at the time, actually. I mean, don't get me wrong, I liked all of them. But at the time, I was really more into the lyrical rap. Earl Sweatshirt was more of that, while Tyler was more on the production and storytelling side. And while their group was becoming more and more popular, they claimed to speak for the outcast, of which I felt like I really was at the time. So Odd Future made me feel seen. It made me feel comfortable. Wolf made me feel like I was valid at my feelings of just anger and hurt and confusion. And it was just the beginning of getting into Tyler for me. But for Tyler, it was kind of the end of an era, because his next album, he completely changed his sound. He completely changed his lyrical content. And he brought us something really special. In 2015, he released his album Cherry Bomb. When Cherry Bomb dropped, I was 16, 17 years old, still in high school. And truthfully, I was confused. I really wanted more of his earlier stuff. I really wanted the anger. I wanted the emotion, the hurt, you know? And while Cherry Bomb did have phases of that, it was more so about musical experimentation. It was about him going into a new sound. One of the standout songs from this album for me, one of my favorite songs of all time to this day, is Two Seater. It was so cool. It was so jazzy R&B.
But no, see, that's why I want to listen to the album, because I've heard that it was technically the worst album, Tyler's worst album, but a lot of people like go back to it and be like, I like it because it has like, it's very experimental and it's like different and unique and it's like its own thing, you know. But I don't know, a lot of people say it's bad, but that's why I've always like avoided it. And I skipped over it and listened to Wolf, but I'm gonna go listen to it for sure before Chromacopia comes out, because a lot of people are saying Chromacopia and like Cherry Bomb, a lot of people are saying they have like kind of similarities in like, you know, like the visuals. Well, not necessarily like the black and white, but like the sense of like they're in like this big ass desert and shit like that. So I'm gonna listen to it, and that Chromacopia album reaction is coming. Hopefully I can post that bitch. That's what I'm really worried about, if I can post it. But yes, it is coming.
Play it in the car and you felt like you were in a movie. It was amazing. Also, I was still in high school. I was still such a lovesick kid, and it felt like something that I like wanted to sing to my crush. Girl, I got a two-seater. Yeah, I do. Like, please love me. The coolest thing about Cherry Bomb is that it kind of flopped. People, for the most part, really weren't into it, at least from what I remember. It was also the foundation for the sound that has made him so popular today. I encourage everybody to go back and listen to Cherry Bomb, or at least the instrumentals from Find Your Wings, Two-Seater.
No, Find Your Wings, that's the one song. That's one song I forgot to mention. Find Your Wings, I love that song. Find your wings, find your wings. That shit hard. That shit hard as fuck.
As them all on streaming. You wanna know how Tyler got this extremely cool sound that it seems like only he can do? He figured it out on Cherry Bomb. And 2 years later, he put everything he learned into motion with Flower Boy. Flower Boy came out my sophomore year of college, and he had fully leaned into the R&B, soulful pop music that he really wanted to make his entire career. At this point, I had been a fan of Tyler for so long that it really wasn't even about the music. It was incredible just to watch people flock to him. For so long, I had felt like this guy is a star. Why don't people understand how much of a star he is? And then I remember seeing this video of him hearing See You Again on the radio for the first time. It was beautiful. It was beautiful.
I said, that shit was crazy.
Through the craziness of his earlier works, he kept the passion. And on Flower Boy, there was no gimmicks. There was no jokes. You couldn't say his shit was a bunch of horrorcore. It was authentically Tyler.
Yeah, just him, bro.
And the world listened. Beautiful. That was beautiful to me. At that point, I had been a fan of him for 4 years, and that was when I kind of knew that I would be a fan of him probably for the rest of my life. For the first time ever, it felt like the world was finally seeing what I was seeing about this guy. Side note, this album also contributed to my love for bees, and I don't want to waste too much time on it, but one day I was smoking weed and this bee came up to me and I offered the bee some weed, and it came up and it pet me on the leg. It literally pet me, like it like grazed the side of my leg, and then it went back to the hive, and I assume it told the rest of the bees that I was really, really cool, because since then, all of the bees fuck with me. Just saying. I am like the Lorax except for bees, but just to let y'all know, that's where that started. Look at this bee, my bestie Maria got me. Yeah, man, I fuck with the bees. So Tyler became beloved. He became respected. It was every single thing that I ever wanted. I didn't think that it could get much better.
Oh my God.
And then this motherfucker. My favorite album of all time, bitch. Igor. There is no touching that album for me. Ever. And another funny story, I didn't really like it when it first came out. I was like, man, he's not rapping. He's singing about all this. I don't want to hear this. And then my mom went on a date with this guy, and she hadn't been on a lot of dates, so she wanted me to come with her to make sure she was safe. They went to this outdoor bar, so I sat across the street at the nearby bar just to make sure that he didn't like kidnap her. And since I had so much time to kill, I was like,
let me give Igor one more try.
Igor came out in 2019. I was 21 at the time. I wasn't a kid anymore. I wasn't as angry as I used to be. I'd fallen in love, it didn't work out, all of that earlier I Have a Crush music didn't hit in the same way that it did. And on my first listen to Igor, I wanted something from Tyler that wasn't there anymore. On my second listen to Igor, I realized the kid that loved all that stuff wasn't there anymore either. And he had been replaced with someone who was a bit more mature. And I listened to Igor from start to finish. And by the end of it, everything had changed for me. My taste in music had changed. I had heard things that I didn't even know that I liked on this album. Things that I did not know that I could feel, I felt on this album. I was also young, and I was bisexual, and I really did not know what to really do with that. And this was really the first album that really made me feel seen in that way. This album means everything to me. It changed everything for me. It changed my entire life. I changed who I listened to. I listened to Solange for the first time after this album. Playboy Cardi. I really wasn't into Playboy Cardi before this album. And there's something about this album that is so special to me. All songs written, produced, and arranged by Tyler O'Connor. This guy cared. This guy cared about his art in a way that I hadn't really seen before. I had watched him grow from this kid that nobody took seriously to a Grammy-winning artist. To a Grammy-winning artist, man.
No, like, I ain't gonna say for me, that made me cry straight. But no, like I get where he coming from for sure. Like, Tyler has like, definitely, I've seen like a lot of what inspired me from Tyler is from his interviews. Like when he actually like talks in just regular interviews, like he really has like a very like strong sense of self. And I've always like appreciated that about him. Like you've always been like, yeah, and I got that shit. I brought that Grammy home, bitch. I'm not losing again, nigga. Y'all thought I was gonna get one fucking Grammy, bitch. Got another one. Fuck you talking about, nigga. Like he's so like braggadocious, but it's like aspirational because it's like you seen where nigga came from. You seen when nigga was bullied and called a loser and said, oh, you ain't gonna be shit. You just a one hit wonder type rapper. You just a gimmick rapper. But then he just became this megastar, damn near one of the last good rappers in this bitch for real. Like, fuck production. I love production though. Like, obviously production is what also makes him great. But just off of production, rapping, he has gotten so good at rapping, nigga. I feel like niggas sleep on Tyler rapping shit, right? Like, Tyler can fucking rap. 327, I think 7. What's 7? I'm thinking of West Side Gun. I'm thinking of what's that song called, bruh? I like Corso. I like his like Call Me If You Get Lost. I'm trying to think of like younger albums, younger songs. I mean, Ziploc. That one's good, bro. This like, bro, I can't even remember on top of my head. But like, bro, there's so many good Tyler rapping songs. Tyler can just rap, bro. I love that he appreciates it and like, he got back into it with Call Me If You Get Lost. But no, for real, like Tyler, when it comes to him just talking though, like him just speaking his mind on how like he wants people to like actually like pursue what they want to do. Like, don't be scared. Just go out and do it. Like, stop trying to second guess yourself. I'm trying to like think of, oh, what maybe this, maybe that. Like, no, just fucking do it, nigga. That's what I'm fucking doing, nigga. So it's fire though. But yeah, he about to fucking simp. I ain't wanna cut nigga off, but I had to say something. I had to say Hey, get my 2 cents in there.
And nobody could say shit about this dude after this album.
Nobody could.
And that was so beautiful to me. I got to talk to people about Tyler, the Creator, who I really never expected to talk about Tyler, the Creator. I was like, these people will never listen to Tyler, but he had made something that resonated with everyone in a way that I just would never expect, man. This album means so much to me. This is my guy, bro. This is my guy. I swear to God. Oh, God. I knew I wouldn't be able to do this without crying. It was beautiful, man. It was beautiful. I wanted to dye my hair for the first time. Like, shit was going crazy. I was like, listen, like, with the way that I grew up, like, I was not... Shit changed everything for me. It is a perfect album. There are no wrongs. There are no flaws. From beginning to end, it's perfect.
Are we
and
still friends?
it changed my life. I'm so grateful for that album. And I thought to myself, if there's a guy who is producing and arranging and writing all of his music on his own because he can and he learned how and he struggled and he made mistakes and he figured it out and now it's working, I thought if that guy could do that, I can do it too. I wanted to feel that passionate about something. I started to really take my acting seriously. I was in school for theater performance at the time. I wanted to be as good at what I was doing as he was to music. And that mindset is the reason I'm even here today. A year after this album was released, COVID happened. I started posting on TikTok. It became my job and I was really struggling. I was going through so much at that time. I mean, everybody was, but just in my own personal life. And that album got me through it. That album got me through it. And then just as things started to really take off for me, Call Me If You Get Lost, baby. Call Me If You Get Lost released in 2021, and it was an album about travel. It was an album about finding peace in your life, but it was also still about heartbreak because it's Tyler. But it was also about success because it's Tyler. And that was the first time in my life I really felt like I was able to relate to him. I felt like I was succeeding for the first time in my life, and this was the soundtrack. I was traveling for the first time, leaving South Carolina, and this guy is in my ear saying his passport is the most valuable thing to him. All of this shit means something to me, man. I remember the first time I listened to Wilshire, which is this 7-minute song of him just talking into a mic that...
And niggas hate that song. Niggas hate that song. I'm like, bro, he's just rapping over 7 minutes. Like, yes, nigga, are you listening to what he's saying though? Like, bro, I love that song. Wilshire is fire. I don't care what nobody says. Wilshire, whatever it's called, it's fire.
It's really not edited. You can hear the like popping sounds from the P's. And he's just telling the story about how he loved this girl and this girl was his best friend's girl, so it was a weird situation. And then he lost out and he got heartbroken. And I felt like if I could put myself on the forefront in the way that he puts himself in the forefront in his music, that I could, I don't know, unlock this sort of vulnerability that I really hadn't been able to unlock before. This was also the first time that I had the money to be able to go to concerts. I saw him at Lollapalooza. Man, this edible ain't shit. How did I get here? I saw him at the Staples Center. Bro, look at this asshole, man. This shit is unbelievable.
I want to go to a Tyler concert, bro.
Area. This has to be illegal, man. Eat the rich. I saw him at Camp Flognaw. For 2 years straight, I watched this guy perform this album, and each time he got better and better. He's special. He is special. And when he talks, people listen. I am one of those people. And now he has this new era, Chromacopia. Yes. It looks incredible. It already sounds incredible. I can already tell it's going to be something special.
It's going to be amazing.
I cannot wait to see how this album
the genre bending in this bitch.
And I really feel like I need it. And I think a lot of people feel the same way. So, bravo, Tyler.
Yeah.
Bravo. You have a career that has inspired so many. I'm just grateful to you.
Me too.
Thanks.
Me too.
Thanks for doing what you do.
Tyler.
Thanks for caring. We need more people who care.
We do.
So get hyped for Chromacopia.
Swear to God. That's a whole different topic. But yes, we need motherfuckers who care about the shit they put out in the world. Just in general. Music, anything. But specifically music for sure. Oh my God, there's so much bullshit. And that's what I think Chromacopia is actually going to be about. Because a lot of people are saying that Chromacopia, like the Saint Chroma video that I reacted to, a lot of people are thinking that, oh, is that Frank Ocean walking in the line with all the people? Actually, people are now speculating. I saw like I might put the video in this. I might put the video here just to see if y'all know what video I'm talking about. But some dude had made a whole theory about those people in the video being like like an example, like an illustration of the rap industry and how like everybody's like a low and everything feels so like generic and manufactured. And that's why now with the Chromacopia the tour announcement thing, did y'all see that? But Lil Yachty's gonna be, you know, performing with them. But he was actually in the video, like in the announcement video, he was like walking out of the shipping container, because I guess he was one of them little ass rappers that would just, you know, rappity rapping, you know, not really saying shit, not rappity rapping, but just mumble rapping, not really saying shit, being generic. And then he finally made some shit that was perceived well, which was the Let's Start Right Here, I think. Was it Let's Start Here or something? But when he made his psychedelic album, that's when he like actually like changed shit, and it pushed him into a different way, and actually like it brought color. So yeah, it's crazy. Like the whole idea of the album, I think that's what it's gonna be about. It's gonna be kind of like a byproduct of what Kendrick started, in a way, where it's like, I'm tired of these generic ass motherfuckers that don't be saying shit. They just wanna pollute the culture and dilute it of every nutrients, every good thing that it can bring to the black community and shit like that, and just make it into just this like soulless corporate like manufactured thing. But yeah, I'm so excited for his take on all of it. It's gonna be amazing. He's probably gonna be on the same side as Kendrick, because they already kind of see eye to eye on things. But oh my gosh, bro.
Yeah, because if there's one thing that this dude does, it's deliver. Thanks so much for watching.
Yes.
I'm excited as now, yo.
Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to everybody who has been watching my YouTube.
Okay, well, finish the video. But no, great video by Zaydante. You know what? I'm gonna subscribe. I fuck with bro on TikTok. But yeah, like what Tyler is going to say on this album, bro, I feel like it's gonna really like be like a new wave in music, where it's gonna be a lot of people just trying to bring back the sanctity of the hip hop culture, not in just the sense of rap, but like in the sense of like real artistry, like real people putting a hand, foot, ass all into this shit. Because that people need to actually like hear what makes you. Like I'm tired of everybody sounding like so the same, bro. It's not even like they're bad. It's they sound the same, or they sound like somebody else you already fucking know, which is the worst part about it. But yeah, I'm just looking forward to this album. Looking forward to. I remember seeing the vinyl announcement thing. And he like teased all different songs, bro. I'm so excited, bro. Monday can't come sooner, nigga. I'm gonna be on that reaction, on my mama. I'm gonna be on that reaction, bro. So y'all better stay fucking tuned. Y'all better like, comment, subscribe on this video and on that video and on the videos coming after that. Come on, be dropping some heat, nigga. So yeah, bro. Oh my god, I'm so excited for Chromacopia, bro. But yes, like, comment, subscribe, man. And until then, see y'all niggas.